We're back, welcome to the video. We're talking again today about work less, live more and make more. Recently we chatted about, is that actually possible? For me, in my personal journey to self-actualization comes through business automation, because that gives me more time to work on becoming who I'm supposed to be. We do need money and we do need that fulfillment and purpose, but by creating a better business, you can actually create a better life. So today we're going to talk about how can you automate your business? What does that look like? Is it possible? And how can we actually take steps to do that? Leave some questions in the comments. Let me know what you think. It's an open discussion. We've got a mailing list. We're going to be sending out free resources from me and my company to help you automate and systemize, develop, grow your business. Make sure you join the mailing list, subscribe, like the video, but let's get into the topic today. So how do you automate your business? Now the thing is, we've got lots of different tools in our toolbox that we can use, but not every business, not every process is able to be automated. Now, a process that is able to be automated has to be a repeatable process. There's no point automating something that you're going to do once. Yes, you can use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, AI, things like this to do a one-off project, but there's no point sitting there optimizing and developing a process if it's only going to be used once. So firstly, you need to identify the clear, repeated processes in your business that happen on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis. Then you need to prioritize, okay, which is the most time intensive, and then optimize from there. So step one, I suppose, is make a list of all the processes in your business. Don't overthink it, just get down on pen and paper the actual repeated processes that happen in your business. Now, one of the guiding principles to build any business is simplicity. So you might find that whenever you write down all of these different processes, that you probably could condense into a few simpler processes. Another consideration here is the Pareto principle, which basically 80% of the outcomes probably come from about 20% of the inputs. So looking at this, considering this, it's a natural law that happens throughout the world. Check it out and make sure that you're focusing on those that have the biggest impact. You'll probably get rid of a few different processes that really are not having a big impact, moving the actual important factors like finance, client satisfaction, and whatever your goals are for the current period. Are these systems, are these processes actually moving in the right direction for you? Now, in this process, in this consideration, I like to sort of think of something I learned from Elon Musk's book. Basically, he says that you probably shouldn't systemize too soon. You shouldn't automate too soon, because what you end up doing is you will end up automating or systemizing a process that you actually realize was unnecessary. So don't rush into this. Make sure that you're clear on the repeatable processes that happen in your business. Like, we have been working now for 3 years in one of the businesses I'm working in, and it's probably only last year where we went, okay, we are confident that these processes are going to be important for the next 5-10 years, so let's focus on how we can improve it. Over that time as well, we have managed to simplify the processes as much as possible, and now we can automate, and we don't have a big long process. We've got a simple automated process. We understand the key important things that need to be measured, that need to be automated, and we have done so appropriately. So I'd like to just take a moment to think a little bit more about Elon Musk's theory of automation and the processes that he goes through. He's called it the 5-step algorithm, designed to prevent the automation of inefficient or unnecessary dumb processes, because you can go into a spiral wasting your time automating something that's not even important. So Elon Musk's 5-step process for automation we can follow, one of the best in the world. If you read his book, you understand how much Elon prioritizes simplicity. Even in just like the Model 3, the Model S cars that they have made, they just kept simplifying things, because as I said before, simplicity scales, complexity fails. The 5 steps in Elon Musk's process for automation, in this specific order, he says, question every requirement, make them less dumb, and ensure that they are assigned to a specific person, not a department. Delete parts or processes, ruthlessly remove unnecessary steps, components, or bureaucracy. If you aren't occasionally adding them back because they were actually needed, you aren't deleting enough. Simplify and optimize. So it's only on the third process here that we're starting to simplify things. Only streamline the process that remains after step 2. And then step 4 is accelerate cycle time, speed up the remaining necessary and simplified steps. And number 5, only then do you automate. As a final step, apply technology to optimize the process. So running through that once more, question every requirement, delete parts or processes, simplify and optimize, accelerate cycle time, and then automate at number 5. Don't rush into this. Make sure you went through steps 1 or 2 before you simplify things. Make it faster and then automate it. That's the principles that we're going to follow today. So going through this process, another consideration that I want you to think about is what are the key parts here that actually will need a human interaction, because you can't systemize everything. You can't put a robot, you can't put an automation into every single part of your business. So for us, we know that if we're selling a service at a higher price point, the final part of the process probably needs to be with a real individual. And that adds a lot of value, and that's something that we won't compromise in future, because we know that if we finish the process with a sale over text message, it's going to be a longer process, the trust isn't going to be there, and it's going to be more difficult to get those higher price points. So something for you to consider. What key parts in your process do you know for sure is going to be done better and add value to the business and reduce your stress by knowing a person is doing that? And that's okay. We can't optimize everything with automations. Sometimes we need that human interaction there, because whenever you have a problem and you've got your AI has failed for some reason, you're probably going to need an AI engineer on standby, and that's someone you're going to have to train. So that part of the process is always going to have to be done by a person. So I suppose probably the final consideration is, what tools have we got available? Now, at the time of videoing, it's 2026. We are inundated with many different AI solutions that keep getting stronger and stronger. What we need to think about is, what have we got today? What will come in the future? And what we build right now, will that be sustainable in the future? Developments are happening very quickly. We've recently got another update with Claude, which is almost taken over everything from what we see. My guiding principles here would be, make sure that you build something that's adaptable and timeless. Our goals here are to work less, live more, and make more. You want something that's going to be safe and reliable for the long term. You don't want to invest all this time in systemizing and automating the process in your business, then to realize that soon down the line that actually you can't use it anymore. Timeless solutions are important. The most common automation tools that we see, obviously Go High Level is a great one, that you have your text message automations, you've got your email automations, you can build pre-made websites, your communication is all in one place, it's a CRM for all your customers, you can manage your mailing list, things like this. For a really good all-in-one solution, it's hard to beat Go High Level. Maybe in this video I will include a link where you can join up. I think we can probably get you a discount there as well. So you can check that out for maybe a month or two, depending on what the offer is. It is probably the most widely used at the minute. Additionally, then you've got the competitor of that. You've got ClickFunnels. If I can, I'll leave a link as well. Then you've got your other AI tools. So you've got Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, another one of Elon Musk's. So each of these can do a lot of similar things. Then you've got VO3 from Google, can make the videos. Many different tools that are coming out. There's no point in me naming them, because all you have to do is quick Google search. So you've got each of these tools, pulling these all together to make an AI agent. You've got tools like N8N. That's quite complicated and almost requires like coding. You can get self-taught, you can get someone to do this for you. If you need some help, reach out to me and I'll point you in the right direction. You can create your own AI agent and create automated systems, not just one of these. You can set up multiple different triggers along a timeline based on certain actions that your customer has, that a team member has, based on a time, a date, something changing. You can totally build whatever system you like. Of course, we've got the old timeless Zapier. We've also got make.com, which is a modern one as well. You've got these little tools where you can tie in lots of different apps. So you can bring in your monday.com, you can bring in your Slack, Miro, or whatever design tools you're using, Figma. You can bring in your mailbox. And each of these can be pulled together to try and build a system that works for you. Now consider as well, we don't have to be limited just by Zapier or make.com or Go High Level limitations, N8N. If you understand that your process is going to require a certain outcome, and you can achieve that certain outcome by just using the native features in Slack for updates, some of the apps in there, monday.com, create an automation in there. These are all totally valid solutions. Our guiding principles here are simplicity scales, complexity fails. So don't overthink this. Automation, AI terrifies a lot of people, but keep it simple. Use what you already know. It doesn't have to be anything special. Set up a timer for text messages, set up a timer or a time delay for your emails in whatever email tool you're using. If it's familiar, if it's reliable, stick with it. You don't need to get overly creative. Now, if you follow through and you look at your process, start to finish what needs to happen, stick to simple, reliable. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be end-to-end coding. Don't do it. It's not necessary. Keep it simple. Everyone will try and tell you to use all these different fancy tools. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll probably end up giving up because you couldn't use the tools, or you'll create something maybe that's got problems. Simplicity scales, complexity fails. Stick to it and use this as one of the important guiding principles of automating your business, saving your time to work less, live more, and actually make more with that simplified, scalable, automated business that's reliable and timeless. Okay guys, I think that's enough for today. We've got the mailing list. Make sure you join. I'll add a link below. We'll be sending out free resources from me and my company. Anything that we come across, I'll be sending it straight to you. I want to make this a community. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've got any questions or if you've got any thoughts on this topic. It's an open discussion. Yes, I'm knowledgeable in this. I've been doing this for a long time now. Let me know if you've got some questions or you've got some suggestions. I am always learning, as you should be too. Let's go through this process together. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.